Hey, what's up, guys? I'm in Dallas, Texas right now on an unplanned trip. Didn't expect to be here at all. So I got in contact with Tactile Turn, Tactile Knife Company yesterday, and we're doing a shop tour.
I'm Michael Miller with Tactile Knife Company. We've been started in September of 2020, and we're trying to turn a knife company made in USA, completely done in-house as much as we can. We started off as a pin brand known as Tactile Turn about 13 years ago, and we transitioned, like I said, in 2020 to be a knife brand as well. Let's go see the shop. I can show you all kind of all the processes we do here. The only process that we currently don't do is heat treating. That's the only thing that we're sending stuff out and then getting it back. We do all the cutting from our laser, we do all the surface grinding, and we do all the turn parts. Everything's done in-house. So right here is our entire collection of Swiss lathes. These are all running parts, either for the pin brand or hardware for the knife brand. We've got our EDMs, which cut material. The precision that EDMs are able to hold is just crazy. Extreme tolerances, amazing for our slip joints, amazing for components for the pins as well. And then over in the other corner we have our laser. We'll go over there real quick. So here at our laser, we're cutting all of our clips for the pins, all of our clips for the knives, all of our blades and handles as well. These are blanks for pin clips that'll be going on the press brake over in the other side of the shop in a while. And then here we have, so all the blades, whenever they get cut, they go from the laser to the surface grinder over here after they get back from heat treat, and then they go to this machine right next to you called the seat mill. This is a bevel grinder. It takes a raw blade, it grinds half the knife, and put it on the other side, it grinds the other half. So this is what it's grinding every single blade that comes from Tactile Knife Company. Once the blades are done on there, they go over here to be profiled and radius. Then they go into finishing, and then they go into assembly. The handles are the same way. They go from the laser to these machines here, which are our milling. So this is our new model that's coming out probably in February of next year. It's called the Maverick. These came straight off the laser, came onto this machine, and were ran off one. I don't know, at least I got the finished ones here. So soon they'll go onto the machine again and be contoured, be radiused, get more profiling and holes drilled. So it goes from a raw bar stock into this right here. Other than that, all back spacers we're making here as well. All turn parts are made on our lathes that I showed earlier. That pretty much wraps up the knife brand, except for whenever we go to assembly over there. For the pin brand, again, everything's made on the lathes over there. And then we assemble them, and then we do a final turn pass, which marries the two pieces together. And you can see it gives the Tactile's seamless look. There's no visible seam in between the two parts. And that came from two raw components like this. And then from, again, pins, they go from this step here to the assembly room that we'll go into in a minute. So, like I said, we started out in 2020. We've released the Rockwall Flipper, then we released the Bear and the Rockwall Thumb Stud. The Rockwall Thumb Stud and the Bear are our current two models. Like I said, we're working on getting the Maverick ready for production, and as soon as that releases in about February, we should be good to go on that. So 2 doors down, or 3 doors down, is where we have knife assembly. So this is our knife assemblies where all the parts that were machined over next door come together and get assembled. So here we're putting together bears or a slip joint, taking the blades, taking the hardware, taking the handles, putting them all together and making sure that they're centered, straight, and then go over to sharpening in a minute. We have some rock walls being assembled here. Same process again. We're just getting everything put together, dialed in, ready for sharpening, ready for quality control, and then ready to go into inventory. Let's step into sharpening real quick. This is where all of our sharpening happens. Derek's been doing this for 8 months now? About 8 months. Really come to his element, getting everything ready to go. Working on a 6-blade right now, but this is where we make sure everything's sharpened, everything's good, everything's slicing paper like crazy, and then it comes over here to quality control. So this is quality control both for the knife brand and the pin brand as well. So here we're just checking everything. We're making sure that it's all fine-tuned, that it functions the way it's supposed to, that it slices the way it's supposed to, that the finishes are good, that the material doesn't have any imperfections, that it functions good if it's a pin, and that it's ready to go. As soon as it's boxed up from here, it goes straight into inventory, and then it gets shipped to y'all's door or to a dealer near you. And let's step over here and look at pin assembly real quick. So this is where all the pins are assembled. We're working on seasonals, we're working on limited releases, we're working on standard releases as well. This is zirconium, which is a really cool material. So this starts off as silver, and then whenever you heat it red hot, it gets this oxidized black coating and creates this special look. Those will be coming soon with our new clip design that we've just released. These are some of our seasonals that we're currently, these will be actually discontinued by the time this video goes live, but this is the Nexus seasonal. Up next is going to be a really cool one, releasing late January. And that pretty much boils up what happens here at Tactile. Everything else is just shipping and inventory, nothing really cool to show over there, but we really appreciate y'all stopping by and seeing the shop and seeing how we do everything here.